In June of 2021, a Canadian YouTuber named Brennan uploaded a video titled "Solo Overnight Camping in Canada's Largest Abandoned Mansion" to his channel, Uncharted Travels. Brennan's channel primarily focuses on urban exploration, and he often shares footage of his experiences exploring various abandoned locations throughout North America. In this particular video, Brennan decided to go on an overnight camping trip to an abandoned mansion known as the Peter Grand Mansion, situated in the northern part of Ontario, Canada. As Brennan began his exploration, he drove for 5 hours from his hometown to reach the abandoned mansion. He then parked his car on the dirt road and made his way towards the mansion. Once inside, Brennan immediately mentioned that the mansion was huge and was unlike anything he'd explored before. As Brennan explored further, he cautiously moved through the building, searching to see if anyone was living there. Fortunately for Brennan, he found no signs that indicated that anyone was currently inside. Brennan then continued with his exploration and decided to locate a suitable spot where he could set up his tent and spend the night. However, as Brennan was searching for a campsite, that's when he encountered something truly disturbing.
I'm surprised scrappers haven't come for this. I heard something down that hallway. It sounded like some sort of mouse or something. Hello? I keep hearing what sounds like pigeons coming from over here. But every time I try to locate the source of the noise, it stops. Let's see what's on top of these stairs here. It's a very narrow headspace. So it was a pigeon. I think there's a pigeon up there in the rafters somewhere.
After Brennan heard the noises, he initially suspected that an animal might be inside. He then immediately went towards the noise to investigate its source. During his investigation, he discovered the noises were indeed caused by a pigeon. Relieved that the noises were simply caused by the pigeon, Brennan decided to set up his tent on the top floor of the mansion. As night began to set in, Brennan decided to explore the building again and went down to the basement. However, as he was walking through the basement, that's when he made a shocking discovery.
Yeah, you can see up to nowhere. I thought I heard something over here. Holy. I was looking at the camera and did not see that styrofoam there. Reach the bottom of this stairwell here. Look at this giant pool room. I don't know if this would have been like a furnace or what, but these are like industrial size. It's a refrigerant system, so this was AC, I think. It is noticeably colder down here too, which you expect from a basement. What's back here? I wonder, is this a whole nother section of the house? It sounds like there's someone walking upstairs, but I'm not sure.
After Brennan heard footsteps coming from the upper levels, he immediately turned around and tried to determine their source. But he didn't think too much about the noises and ultimately dismissed them as pigeons or some other animal walking around the building. Brennan then explored the basement for the next 10 minutes, and he fortunately didn't hear the noises during that time. He eventually decided to go back to his tent and call it a night. However, as soon as he reached the top floor, that's when he encountered something far worse than an animal walking around the building.
Found the stairwell down, but it sounds like there's something down there. There's definitely something shuffling down there. I just hope it's an animal. definitely something down there. Which way do I go? Oh, it keeps going down. And that's where the noise is coming from. I've heard lots of noises coming from this lower level. I'm just gonna take it slow and listen. You can hear something banging around down here. I hope it's just like wind or water or something. But now we're going to investigate the source of many of the concerning sounds I heard.
After hearing a loud bang coming from the basement, Brennan cautiously went towards the noise to investigate its source. But despite searching everywhere, he unfortunately found nothing that could have caused those noises. By this point, Brennan had no idea whether the noise was simply caused by an animal or whether someone was actually inside the building with him. Brennan ultimately concluded that the best thing he could do now was to return to his tent and get some sleep, regardless of any potential presence. However, as he was trying to fall asleep, that's when things started to take a turn for the worse for Brennan.
It's now around 3 a.m. The pigeons had a little battle about maybe 15 minutes ago that kind of woke me up, because that kind of startled me. But good night, guys. I swear to God, it sounded like people talking. It sounded like they were like whispering or something outside my tent. Or maybe like on the stairwell below me. But I didn't hear them moving around at all, which kind of trips me out. Okay, I gotta check this out. It sounds like there's someone walking around out here. Sure as hell hope not. Now, of course, that I'm out here, I don't hear anything. What sounds like whispering coming from down below. My twisted tea can half tilted. So if somebody comes through that opening, it should fall and alert me. Here's what I'm hoping. Now I have my bases covered and I can get some sleep.
To Brennan's absolute shock, he was suddenly awakened by a group of people shouting and yelling from the floor below him. Brennan later mentioned that the individuals were shouting all throughout the night, but the noises eventually stopped, and Brennan ultimately decided to get some sleep. Fortunately for Brennan, the group neither found him nor did they pose any threats. When Brennan woke up, the group had already left, and he managed to leave the mansion early in the morning without any harm. It remains a mystery who the individuals were, or why they were inside the mansion so late at night, along with what their true intentions were. But regardless of their identity or motive, it's still a good thing that the individuals weren't hostile or aggressive towards Brennan, as encounters of this nature often result in explorers being harassed or even attacked by people with sinister intentions.